I'm a fake. F-A-K-E, fake. You heard me. I'm a fake. So I've been watching a lot of these public smackdown videos on YouTube lately, the public exposé, where they take somebody like Mel Robbins, who wrote the Let Them Theory book, or Shetty, the former monk, or Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and they smack them around and they expose why they're big, fat fakes. Now, I'm not commenting on the subject of any of these exposés, but I just wanted to say that I hope that I never get famous enough, that anyone will be interested enough to expose me as a fake, because I'm sure they could. I'm sure they'd find lots of stuff. I'm sure that I am just as fake as everybody else. And I watch these shows and I think, that could be me. That could be me. So I started wondering about myself. Am I fake, right? And the answer I came up with is, well, yeah, sure, I'm as fake as the next guy, right? I use canned responses to things. I have 20,000 followers on LinkedIn. I interact with them. I probably say the same thing over and over and over. It's canned. It's fake. Now, I have real interactions. I'm not saying I don't, but I have punchlines, right? And I'll say it over and over again. You know what? Guilty as charged. Well, guilty as not yet charged. But if I get famous, I probably will be charged, and there'll be one of these exposés about me. Well, you can refer back to this video. I confess, guilty as charged. Do you think that if I put in my plea early, that I'll get off for good behavior and they won't do the exposé about me if I plead guilty? So, I'm turning myself in, right, to spare myself the embarrassment later. I love studying propaganda, influence, manipulation techniques. Bring it. I watch videos about it. I read books about it. You want to see what's on my personal bookshelf? Influence. I love this book by Robert Cialdini. It is a brilliant book. If you haven't read his other book, Persuasion, it's how to tenderize before you go in for the persuasion. There's this creating customer evangelist, and this is just from my current bookshelf, and I've decluttered most of my books. There's this book by Dan Ariely, Predictably Irrational. I have his other book too, all about human behavior. I love this stuff. One of the best books I ever read, what was it called? Oh, The Culting of Brands. I love that book, right? When you think about Apple, it's kind of a cult. So I study this stuff. I watch shows about it, propaganda, influence. So Robert Cialdini, he talks about influence, about reciprocation. He gives you all these secret things. So like if you're a waitress, okay, all the waitresses, listen up here. You're a waitress and you want to increase your tip. First of all, wear red lipstick, apparently. I think I remember him saying that at a conference once. But if you want to increase your thing, so when you bring the bill to your customer, if you bring a mint with the bill, your tip goes up 3.3%. But wait, it gets better. If you bring 2 mints, your tip goes up 14%, right? Because they're such good customers. But wait, there's more. It gets even better, because if you leave 1 mint on the table, turn around, start to walk away, and then do this little twirl and go back to the table and say, you know what, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, you've been such great customers tonight. You deserve an extra mint. So the tip goes up. I wrote this down, 23% higher. That is pure manipulation, my friends, and I love it. If I am your waitress, you are getting 2 mints, but not the 2 mints at once. You are getting 1 mint and later another mint. Why? Because I'm fake, because I am manipulating you. In fact, this video itself is probably very manipulative. Why? Because I don't know what I'm going to title it, but I'm sure the title will be manipulative, and it's going to be something like, I'm a fake, or I don't know, whatever genius title I can come up with. And the video itself is manipulative. Why? Because my loyal followers and fans are going to say, Sufi, you're the most authentic person I know. Well, I like to think of myself as authentic, but you know what? In this case, it's kind of fake, because by being authentic about my fakeness, I'm manipulating you into saying in the comments, Sufit, you're the most real person I know. And I'm sure somebody's going to say that because they're being manipulated by me. It's all part of my wicked plan, people. I love this stuff. I love marketing. I love studying influence. I love studying human behavior and human psychology and behavioral economics. Give it a like if you also love those things. I hope you'll comment. I hope you'll like. And again, I don't know what the title of this video is going to be, but it's most certainly going to be something to help manipulate you into watching it and loving it. So let me hear what you think in the comments. Are you a fake? Have you ever been a fake? Have you ever felt fake? Do you ever notice yourself doing the things that I've said that I do? I do notice myself, and sometimes I say to myself, Sufit, dang, you're good. As I do it again and again and again. It's not that I'm not really, really talking to the people. I am really, really talking to if you've got this far in the video, which 90% of the people won't have, let's get real, right? We all do this. We all do this. We just don't all admit that we do this, and I'm admitting it. So hopefully you'll give it a like. Hopefully, for sure, you'll give it a comment. You'll share it with your friends, and you'll subscribe if you're not already subscribed. This is Sufit of the Follow That Dream community. I will see you on the Follow That Dream campus. Ciao, ciao.